So today I'd like to start with spiritual healing from the new Parashat Terumah. And of course, it's about the Beit HaMikdash, the Mishkan, the tabernacle, and how we have to become a dwelling place for the divine, because all the mitzvot are given for all eternity. And so when it says, make for me a mikdash, ushachanti betocham, make for me a sanctuary and I will dwell within it. And we cannot exactly make that now. Maybe we could, but we haven't. Some people said, just go to the Temple Mount and build it. Not so simple. Soon, Bezrat Hashem, soon. Hello, my Beirut students here. And so how do we build a sanctuary in our time? See, this is also Nomi over there. So we have to, there is a book by Itamar Schwartz called Bilvavi Mishkan Evnei. I will build a sanctuary in my heart. The whole entire body of the Jew can be a Mishkan, can be a dwelling place for the divine. And actually, according to the Malbim, different parts of our body correspond to different vessels of the temple and the tabernacle, the Mishkan and the Mikdash. And you know, there many commentaries are asking, why does it say Asuli Mikdash, make me a Mikdash and I will dwell amongst them? There are actually here two questions. The first question is, why did it say Mikdash and not Mishkan? Make me a Mishkan. And why does it not say, famous question, and I will dwell within it? Instead it says, and I'll dwell within you. This is a famous question. So let's answer first the first question about the Mikdash, according to Or HaChaim. And he says that the word Mikdash, like sanctuary, is a general positive mitzvah to build it that applies to all future generations and places, even during exile. The Torah didn't introduce this mitzvah with the term Mishkan, because that is a temporary structure, right? We no longer have Mishkan. We're looking for the Beit HaMikdash, the same word, note. So when it says Asuli Mikdash, it's applying to all the future tabernacles and temples, and it's for every generation. And even in exile, we have a mitzvah to build such a house of holiness within ourselves. But how do we do it? It's not so easy. How do you build a sanctuary in our hearts for Hashem to dwell within us? And it says in the Midrash Tanchuma, Parashat Kitisat 10, that there were three things that Moshe heard from the lips of the Almighty that startled him. And one of them, the first one was when he said, let them make me a mikdash, that I may dwell amongst them. And Moshe then replied, Master of the universe, the heavens and the heavens of heavens cannot contain you. That's actually a verse in the first book of Kings when King Solomon built the Beit HaMikdash. He was so thankful. So how could it be? How could the Jewish people contain God, that he will dwell amongst us, when even the heavens and heavens of heavens cannot contain God's infinite presence? It's like an oxymoron that the infinite will dwell within the finite human beings like we are. But the secret is that when we unite the Jewish people to become one, this is how I like to phrase it, the whole of the Jewish soul pool becomes greater than the sum of our individual souls. Maybe I'll just say it again. The whole of the Jewish soul pool expands to become greater than the sum of our individual souls. So we can contain something infinite when we are united. That's only when we're united. And it also says about the Mishkan that it has to be one, meaning united. V'haya ha-mishkan echad. In chapter 26 of the book of Shemot, verse 6. The Mishkan is called one because it connects all its particular parts. And so this unity must be extended to the souls of Israel, the unity of the Mishkan, because we all, every Jewish soul, we have a divine spark. When we're united, all the divine sparks together become the Shekhinah. And once the individual lights of each soul are fused, they become transformed to illuminate as one great light, the light of the Shekhinah in all its splendor that comes to dwell within us. And then this is based on Malbim has an extensive commentary called The Illusions of the Mishkan. And he says that Hashem connects the entire macrocosmic body, all the worlds from beginning to end, to become one complete unified entity in which the wisdom of the Creator is revealed. And that's what the tabernacle, the Mishkan, and also the Mikdash, the temple in Yerushalayim, that's supposed to be the undivided city, is all about. In those spiritual healing structures, the soul of the Jewish nation can unite to become like one person. And this like universal soul of this one person includes all the spiritual sparks found in the divine brilliance. And when we're uniting in that way, we can illuminate the entire world with Hashem's glory. And so each part of the Mishkan corresponds to a soul part and a limb in this cosmic body that we become when we unite. And then we become a proper resting place for the soul of the world, for the Shekhinah, for God to dwell within each one of us. So let's see, the two tablets of the ark, that corresponds to the neshama, the seat of the brain. There's the right brain and left brain, just like there are the two tablets. To receive the Torah, we need both a sense of vision to read it and ears to hear the traditions of our fathers in the oral Torah. And the eyes and the ears, they correspond to the two poles that carry the ark. And it's known that the visual and the auditory center of a person is connected to the brain. The cherubs upon the ark alludes to the two highest parts of the soul, the Chaya and the Yechida. They spread their wings on high from where they sent their light to those who merit prophetic visions. That's why it was from the lid of the ark that Hashem spoke with Moshe, specifically between the two cherubs. The menorah corresponds to the Ruach and alludes to Bina, human wisdom. That menorah is connected to our heart. As it states, the heart understands. The copper altar in the temple courtyard corresponds to the digestive system, the vessels of the nefesh. So this is just like really a short synopsis of a much longer article that Malbim writes about the correlations between the body and the tabernacle or the temple. So we see here that we have neshama, the ark, ruach, the menorah, and nefesh, the the copper altar. There's a lot more vessels, but we focused on these 3 for now. And for that, I have now fashioned a meditation that should help us, all of us, including myself, to open ourselves, to sanctify our being, our body, to behold and to contain the oxymoron of containing the uncontainable, but to become a Mishkan for Hashem's presence. So let's see how if we can do this. Settle yourself and your breath in a comfortable seat. You may close your eyes and relax even more as you become aware of your body. With each breath, open yourself up more to receive Hashem's light. Visualize the ark of the Mishkan and Mikdash. Its length is 2.5 cubits, its width a cubit and a half, and its height a cubit and a half. Note how all its measures were half, as if broken off, like the broken tablets within it. Tune into the broken place within your soul, your place of vulnerability and pain. Breathe into your incompleteness and lack, all your many needs for which you pray. Allow yourself to feel your emptiness and desire for Hashem to fill you. Envision the winged cherubs as your spiritual aspiration and yearnings. Get in touch with your highest aspiration. Do you yearn to become more aware of Hashem's presence in your life? Do you aspire to attach yourself to Him? Just as Hashem revealed Himself to Moshe between the cherubs upon the ark, your spiritual connection derives from the middle point between the wings of the cherubs. Breathe the light of your higher self into your forehead, into your entire face and head, allowing the light to flow down over your shoulders, arms, and fingers. Open your lungs to let the light wash over your chest, torso, and legs, all the way down to your feet. Envision now the light of the menorah, bringing understanding to your heart. Contemplate your innermost quandary in life as you breathe into the light of the menorah upon your heart. Perhaps you find a deeper understanding of the enigma that you have pondered for so long. Allow the light of the menorah to illuminate your path, clarifying the purpose for which you were created and also how to attain it. Now breathe into your guts below your belly button, corresponding to the copper altar in a temple courtyard. Just as the digestive system digests the food and turns it into ashes by means of the heat and the fire of the stomach, so does the fire from heaven that consume, burn, and break the sacrifices down, consume, burn, and break the sacrifices down to its root element. Your guts are the place of breaking down, processing, and integrating your highest aspirations received from the cherubs, coming down upon the ark, your mind, and Torah wisdom, then brought into the menorah, your illuminated heart. Now your digestive system processes all these levels of divine influences down through your legs, thighs, knees, and feet, all the way down to each and every toe. Imagine now your entire being as a resting place for the divine. Let yourself feel the tingling feeling of each part of your body being illuminated by divine light from top to toe, channeling the divine light from your highest head to your lowest foot. Now open yourself to be present to Hashem's presence in your life. Allow your mind to fathom the mysteries of the divine, while your heart opens to feel Hashem's compassion, attaching yourself to the Shekhinah. Even within your guts, you can reveal the hidden Shekhinah. Your entire being, all five parts of your soul and their corresponding body part, yearns to cleave to Hashem. Allow yourself to tap into the divine within every part of your being.